You're a yoga teacher or fitness instructor and you're teaching online, or you're recording videos of yourself teaching classes, then I think this video might be interesting for you. We at Niyama Academy care a lot about the production value of yoga classes as well as fitness instructions and course material. And one of the most important parts of this is amazing sound quality. Obviously, you don't want your people to be glued to the screen, that they have to watch you while you're doing all of the instructions, because your audio is so terrible that they can't follow along by just listening to you. This is something that we really care about a lot. And so we set out to find the best microphones for this job and try to bring the best audio for every situation. Specifically for yoga, for example, it is important that the student ideally doesn't even have to look at the screen and has that as an option to confirm whatever the pose is, for example, but you ideally want them to hear you so clearly that they don't have to. For this purpose, I actually had the opportunity to test a couple of microphones that are a little bit outside of reach for us right now, but are definitely something that I would consider if you are upgrading your productions of online teaching, specifically in the fitness and yoga realm. The first step to upgrading almost any audio is to actually get it as close to the source as possible. Of course, you don't want to just speak into the camera, because then your yoga instructions would actually sound like this.
Schiebe dich einmal in die Haltung des Kindes, zieh deine Arme lang nach oben heraus, bring deine Schulterblätter ein bisschen enger zusammen, komm einmal auf die rechte Seite, leg die linke Hand auf das rechte Knie.
And you absolutely do not want that. So the first step, get a wireless microphone. The lineup that we used for years is the Røde Wireless Go and now the Røde Wireless Pro kit. That means you have a bit of a receiver that goes on top of your camera, and then you have a transmitter, or in this case with the Røde Wireless Pro, you actually get two transmitters, and then you have microphones that are connected to that, or you use the microphone that is built in right there. This is also something that you see a lot of people on social media do nowadays. They just take this microphone, hold it in their hand, or they clip it to their collar, something like that. I would always recommend, as a fitness instructor, try to clip it in somehow so that it's close to your body. This is much easier for female instructors when you have some type of a sports bra or something that is a little bit tighter. Then you can clip this on the inside, meaning that it doesn't wash around or make any noises like that. However, the next step, of course, would be to just also use a microphone that has a cable on it. This right here would be already in the kit with the Røde Wireless Pro. This is about $100 worth of a microphone, and you can obviously just clip this to the top of your collar right here and then have the other part on your belt, for example. So that is already an amazing upgrade and sounds like this.
Schiebe dich einmal in die Haltung des Kindes, zieh deine Arme lang nach oben heraus, bring deine Schulterblätter ein bisschen enger zusammen, komm einmal auf die rechte Seite, leg die linke Hand auf das rechte Knie.
And then from there, you have a lot of options in the realm of lavaliers, because those microphones right here are obviously not the top of the line. They are a step in between. So if you want to continue to upgrade, you could choose the DD-W Lav Pro, or for example, here I have the DPA 4060. They also have a DPA 6060. So you could choose those, and I have videos about that. I will link those in the description below. The DAD microphone right here goes for about 200 euros with the appropriate adapters. And then the DPA microphones that I just mentioned are about 500 euros to 550 euros each. But if you want to step up even more, specifically in the realm of fitness instructing and yoga, you can also choose something like this. And this is the DPA 6066. And this is an absolute high-end, top-of-the-line headset microphone, which is probably used most on stages in theaters, as well as TV productions and stage productions like conferences and so on. And this is basically something that you would wear as a microphone like this. You would put this on and then you adjust the microphone so that it's just outside of the smile of yourself, and then your yoga session could sound like this.
Schiebe dich einmal in die Haltung des Kindes, zieh deine Arme lang nach oben heraus, bring deine Schulterblätter ein bisschen enger zusammen, komm einmal auf die rechte Seite, leg die linke Hand auf das rechte Knie.
Wearing a headset microphone like this is an absolute game changer for these type of instructional videos. When you listen closely to the sound sample, you will notice that in this mode, the sound is always extremely close to you. So it sounds like the instructor is right next to you. And I think that that is an absolute game changer in the experience design of such a class. A microphone like the Lavalier that you have on your collar, it constantly changes position as you as an instructor start talking, for example, to the left side of your body and to the right side, or you talk up and you talk down. And this is something you probably saw in the video that I showed you, and I'm also going to show you here again to have a side by side.
Komm einmal auf die rechte Seite, leg die linke Hand auf das rechte Knie. Komm einmal auf die rechte Seite, leg die linke Hand auf das rechte Knie.
Now there are different microphones like this on the market. This here is the DPA 6066, and I would consider this probably one of the top of the line headset microphones. It sounds absolutely beautiful, and it is very, very tiny, making it perfect for these close to cinematic productions that we are striving to produce. But it also gives amazing sound despite being so tiny. Now, I can understand that 900 euros might not be the ballpark that you are looking at. There are others also available on the market. However, one of the big downsides that I have seen with other microphones in this realm is that they are usually bigger in terms of their capsule or also in terms of the design of the earpieces and the holding mechanism. This is not the case with the DPA 6066. This is incredibly comfortable to wear, and I know from Nicole, who's doing all of the yoga instruction videos for the Niyama Academy, that she also said that this is extremely comfortable, easy to wear, no matter what type of session, be it a yin yoga session or a vinyasa, a hatha, or even the sporty ashtanga as well as athletic flow. So this microphone here was an absolute game changer for the last 2 months for these types of videos and production that we were doing because of those benefits that I just mentioned of the microphone always being in the same position, no matter how you twist and turn, how you look to the camera or away from the camera, if you talk to the chest or if you open yourself up and you talk toward the sky. The options with this are pretty much endless. I really love the fact that this is tiny, that it's barely noticeable right there in the corner of your mouth and in the smile that you have, and it is so comfortable to wear you basically forget that you have it on. Now I hope this video gave you a good understanding of how you might be able to upgrade your kit to produce the highest quality yoga sessions and fitness instruction videos for your audience so that they can enjoy it, maybe even without looking at the screen. If you have any questions around this topic or you want a consultancy session, my links are in the description below, and you can also join my Telegram group, which is called the Quality Creators Club, and then we can also talk about this type of stuff and bring your content to the next level, be it in live teaching or recording content for social media, YouTube, recording podcasts, and the like. That's the forte. That's what we talk about. Now, with all that said, I hope you upgrade your sound, and I'll see you in another video.